visibility bound. So I want to know, since the very beginning, we have been talking about various projects, big project, very good selling features. So all this would require huge resources to run the show. Who is going to finance the projects run by our grant?
So there is first two projects today. We have UNNATI and RAM. UNNATI is through DPIIT, central government. RAM is again central government through the World Bank Fund. Right. So here for Manipur we have requested all fund through the Ministry of MSME. So it will come from there. Now, as you mentioned very rightly, we need manpower to implement it. So if you see, I have been talking about implementing partners. Right. When I say export promotion cell, a cell is basically a set of people, right, that will focus on export promotion. Same with MSME facilitation, which we mentioned MSME Sahayak. Right, for this Samadhan, ODR, we talked about keeping some employees under, again, through industries department, like they could be based out of there, but under the RAM program, we'll majorly focus on that. So manpower, and this was discussed a lot even with, I think in our discussion with Principal Secretary and Joint Secretary, sir, the idea was right now there are manpower related issues. Through RAM, if 2 to 3 employees per DIC could also be routed. One could be, let's say, an export promotion sale guy, one could be a facilitation sale guy, right? Something like that. So this is what was in our mind, in our thought process, in what we have prepared and submitted to the ministry. Let's hope for the best in terms of what they approve. But if they do approve these interventions, then yes, there will be manpower to work on this. The manpower will be routed through industries department, and they'll be working directly with the DICs based on this. So, thank you, sir. Any other question? Sir.
So my question is, first of all, I would like to thank you for an excellent presentation. My question is, what I want to ask is, you know that it is a very well-known fact that the raw material goods and commodities in Manipur, especially which are imported from other states, is substantially more expensive in Manipur. So what I want to ask is, like, for a MSME in Manipur to compete with another MSME from outside the state, there is a substantial difference in the cost of the raw materials, commodities, or what is required for production of goods or running the company. So what I want to ask is RAMP going to address such difficulty for MSME in Manipur?
Yes, so two things. One is in terms of raw material, one is in terms of sales, right, and the transportation cost that is incurred. So in terms of raw material, again, we are expecting the raw material cost to go down with improvement in the overall transportation sector of the state, with the railways coming as well. The second was in terms of sales. Now, if let's say you are selling something, right, you incur a high transportation cost. Obviously, that is also included in your selling price, leading to your selling price being higher compared to, let's say somebody selling in Assam, and that is where you probably lose. And that was one of our ideas in terms of, the transportation support that we have talked about, where at least 1/4 of the transportation cost will be covered by the program. If that is approved, then again, at least that part, 1/4 component of your overall cost that you incur and the substantial, increase in the selling price could be tackled. So that is in terms of the overall selling price and transportation cost. And in terms of raw material, hopefully with better transportation, that should also come down. So this was the major idea.
Okay, so you are saying that if I want to, let's say, buy some cement from like Guwahati, let's say, so it costs me like, let's say, like 2 lakhs on transportation. So with the RAM program, so the RAM program is going to subsidize 50,000 of that.
So right now we are looking at sales in terms of you selling.
Selling
you sell, whatever transportation expenses you incur. So right now we are majorly looking at that. But at a later stage, post approval, if the intervention is approved and looking at what our budget is, and in discussion with the industries department and all these stakeholders, we can see if we are planning to only cover what is sold, or also cover what is brought in terms of raw material. So that could be a discussion post approval, right? So maybe, yeah, accordingly we'll let you know.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other questions or suggestion? If there are no further question or suggestion, we can conclude this session.
Thank you,
Now,
sir.